Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps, and I'm still organizing. You guys are looking at my sequin collection, at least part of it. I have sequins stored everywhere in different types of containers, and I need to update my system. You are looking at sequins stored in this type of container, which I do like because you can store a lot and it has different compartments. The issue I have, not with the container, but it's how I store these. In order for me to get to these, I have to move stuff around and dig for it. Not the container's fault, but these are a nice size and they take up space, right? So I have several of these. I also store my sequins in these little containers, which I do like these. But once again, I gotta try something different because I have sequins everywhere, including in these cute mason jars, right? I have about 15 that have sequins in it. Also have sequins in the original packaging like these and in baggies that I'm not sharing. So I need to update my system because my sequins are not easily accessible. I made shakers the other day and I had to go to this spot, go to that spot, and I said, you know what? I gotta fix that. Now, if you saw my embellishment system the other day, I shared a video of a system I have in progress. Well, in this video, we are going to make a sequin station. And here you are looking at one of my embellishment stations from my embellishment center or my system. And I love it. A perfect way to hold shake. Now, I only have 25 pails, but I'm working with a whole lot more sequins because sequins, they come in different colors, different shapes, different sizes. So what I need to do is decide which of my sequins will have its own pail. I know I want the larger sequins, but what I'm also going to do, because I realize I'm a mix it up, dump it in type of girl. I did that with my buttons. Some of you guys saw that video. I did that with my bottle caps. Some of you guys saw that video. Well, I will be making mixes with some of my sequins. I need to organize better. And if that means I need to mix some things together to make creating fun and easy, because we spend so much time hunting things down or trying to keep things pretty and all separate. Well, I need to use this stuff up. Okay, so this container, well, both containers have larger sequins, and I do apologize for any glare. I hope it's not too bad. Yep, but I have a little spoon. I'm going to spoon out my sequins. I'll probably, because like this color, you could get this color in the same color, different sizes. I would mix all those together. I just need to use up my sequins. I wanted to buy more, but I'm like, no, I need to use what I have. But if I don't have access to what I have, I'm not going to use what I have. You can fit quite a bit in these pails, and I just love this system. Now, when I'm done adding sequins, of course, I will organize these by color. How are you guys storing your sequins? There's all different types of ways. What works for me may not work for you. But I do like this system because these stations, they're transportable. I'll get the rest of those out later. And then, let's see. Oh, let's definitely take out the flowers. I purchased most of these sequins from Cartwright. It's like sequin heaven. I don't think there's a place online where you can find more sequins. Okay, maybe using my hands for the bigger ones is better. These are really pretty. These are flowers, iridescent flowers. And I do see that some of the sequins fell in this container. So yeah, when this whole system is done, I could easily create shakers. What made me, well, I've been in the organizing spirit, but yesterday I taught a class and it was a shaker card class. So I had to create shakers. And that's when I realized I got to do something. I mean, I had to hunt for sequins and this and that, and I'm like, no, I need to use one of my stations as a sequin station. So I have a lot of cross contamination, which I hate because these are my favorite colors, the browns. And so I'm going to just like look at this mix. It's already a mix. I don't know how that happened, but I have the micro chocolate circles. They're in a couple sizes. I'm going to order those separately because I do want to keep my little chocolate ones separate. But for now, I've created by accident a mix. The great thing about it, I don't think you can really go wrong with these sequins, mixing them together. I do have something that appears to be, okay, it's this one. I do want to take those larger ones out. It's pretty as is, but you know, don't put a lot of thought into it. If your sequins get mixed up, who's to say you can't use it? And nobody will know if it mixed by accident. And all of these are mixed up too. I didn't know it until I scooped them out, but take a look at that. That's pretty, but it's my other chocolate color, but it's still pretty. Now I have a system for these very small sequins. I don't want to share that video until this item that I use comes back in stock. Okay, so not quite done. As a matter of fact, trying to organize these sequins is more difficult than I thought. Okay, so here's my thought. I will dedicate one station, maybe 1.5 stations to sequins only. The thing is, I have way too many sequins. But because I want my station to be functional, I don't want to use it as storage. I'm very selective concerning what I put in these pails. So this is my thought. I want to make sure I have all of my basic, my standard, my primary colors first, because this will be my go-to shake station for all things sequins. So you see those here. I still need to add like gray and I think another color. And then I can add the extra sequins. And that's where it gets really tricky because I have so many extras. So I have the flowers here and I will put these in a baggie because I want the sequins in this station ones I will use all the time. So my go-to sequins. I did mix colors up, like the purple that consists of 3 different sizes, and then the blue, actually, I'm not sure if you can, or maybe it's a different color. There's another color here. I just have all different types of sequins. And what I did, I took a Ziploc bag and poured everything in the Ziploc bag to make sure everything is mixed up nicely. With this station, I don't want my finer or smaller sequins. What I will do is continue to use these containers. By the way, these came from Tuesday morning, though I will mix all these 3 together. I'm going to continue to use these because, number 1, they're functional. But number 2, I have noticed when I use this particular container, a lot of my sequins, they were cross-contaminated. And I know that I did some of that because it can be tricky scooping out sequins. And if you have unsteady hands, well, you're going to waste sequins in compartments you don't want them to land in. But I had too much cross-contamination. I don't have that problem with these containers because each compartment has its own lid. I'm also going to continue to use my mason jars, though I emptied out about 5 or 6 of these in the pails, I will make custom mixes and put them back in the jars, because it's my goal to have all of my sequins out of this type of container. And because these are colored, well, I'll put the purple ones in, the purple jar and so forth. And I have resolved that, yes, I will need to keep some of my sequins in the original packaging until I'm ready to use them. And you know what? I'm a-okay with that. I'm also, oops, darn it, and some just wasted. Make sure you have your lid all the way closed. Let me open this and show you what I'm working. Well, okay, it went back in, but I had a whole lot of sequins right here. I will continue to use at least one of these because these are great holding sequins. But once again, the cross-contamination is a problem for me. However, it does get the job done. And so I'll continue to use one of these until I can figure something else out. And then also, it is so much easier to take off the handles. So you see that I did that for all of these pails, well, except this one. Because the last thing you need is for your pail to fall over and all your sequins. So I think that's pretty much it. I will share a video when I finish my entire embellishment. All right, well, that wraps it up for me. I want to thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, blessings.